this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is another process video from Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop, where I am going to use Go, See, and Do, because I asked, or well, Virginia asked about, like, what would we like to see in the shop, yada yada, and kind of took some requests and made up some. And I do a lot of what I call, like, cabin camping, because we do not have an RV. And right now we have to, like, navigate through things with the house because we're up to a year living in our house. It turned a year in March. So we're still, like, dealing with, like, things for the house. So we didn't want to, like, have to do a new house, which an RV is like a house of an extension. So we do a lot of cabin camping. Well, with that cabin camping, we went ziplining the very first time. And this was the first trip that we took as a family since Josh was back from Kuwait. And this was the time of the zip lining where we got stuck in the tree due to a pocket storm that came up. And we couldn't finish. We had to finish the route that we were in, but we did up to level 2 or 3, if I remember correctly. And we only got to level 1 because we got back to the shop after it, like, simmered down enough. It was still raining when we got in and back to the hotel cabin area that we were at. So I've already scrapbooked Josh's. So now I'm going to scrapbook Kaylin's and mine with this. So the collection that I'm using is from the June collection from the scrap room. And it's called Vicky Booten Where To Next. And I am putting in the backing to this was Fernwood because I really wanted the ferns and, like, the dark muted colors for at least this cut file because we are, like, in cabin and it's going to be with all of my other ones. And I did do some drawing and some stuff afterwards because I am going to use some mixed media. I've got things planned, so let's see what I can do. All right, as I stated in the little bit of an intro, I am going to be doing some yellowish mixed media, and the first color that I am working with right there is Scattered Straw, and it works really, really well with Vicky Booten's collections, especially this one that I'm working with, also the Fernwood collection, and then I also have a couple of the other collections that the yellow and the color tones for hers, Scattered Straw, works really well. I love that color tone if you're ever wanting to use it. So then I do come in with this stencil from, this stencil is from Paige Evans. And that color that I'm using there is Squeezed Lemonade. I really wanted the yellow of this sunburst to pop off because I'm putting it in 3 different spots. Because you will see that once I do this portion of it and get this all, like, taken care of and making it stand out, then I'm going to put another stencil on top of it that is from Close to My Heart to bring in the tangerine stencil butter from the Crafter's Workshop. And if you're really wanting a good, nice, clean stenciling one to use, like, to put in for, you know, whether it's modeling paste or these here ones, the Crafter's Warehouse or Workshop is perfect for it. I'm telling you right now, it is one of my favorites, and I'm just not going back. I'm gonna get more of these butters. You're gonna see me use these a lot more because they're really easy. They don't bleed. I can add them to other things if I want to. It's just a lot of fun using them. So as you can tell here, that is what I'm doing. I am placing the Starburst back on there where I placed the squeezed yellow or the squeezed lemonade on, and then I'm putting this stencil on top of it, which is it's got stars and circles. And I'm placing those on there just so that it adds a little bit of something. So I let it dry, and as you can see that I didn't use all of the mixed media at the same time. I just wanted yellow because I used so much of the other colors on top of it that the yellow pops off the page. And it pops that Go, See, Do on this page even more. And it pops it off because it is a bigger cut file, I made it more my focal point this time. A lot of times I will make the photos my focal point, even though I'm using a cut file, but I wanted this cut file to be the major focal point this time around instead of my photos. So I'm placing this down, and as you can see all of the color tones that are popping off in these certain spots. Now, that big old sun rays that you see up there in the corner, that is where my photos are going to go. Now, I got a color study photo or the 6x8 paper pad, and I used this up but one page, which it matches the rest of this collection, which the scrap room had, that I am using to help try to preserve it just a little bit, because I wanted to be able to get at least 2 layouts out of this collection. And so the color story actually matches really, really well with this. So this is how I did my photos. My photos are 2.5 by 3. And that is how I got the star to pop out from behind it, so that each spot has just a little bit of the sun rays coming out of it, because as you can see, that cut file just pops off with having that yellow in the background. And because the color tones do not have any of the yellow, that is why I picked that. First and foremost, green and yellow makes blue. Blue being on this page is the water. The green is, the grass and all that kind of fun stuff. And then the go is based off of more the yellow tones of, the yellows and reds of like a sun rays. So that is why I used the yellow. It worked wonderful. So that is something to think about. If you're really, truly wanting to try to pull some of those color tones, look at the main focal point of what you're doing and then go from there. I love using and cutting the embellishments and making them stick in between certain spots of the letters, and that's what I'm doing here. Now, I am going to state that these die cuts, they're so huge. I am not a fan of these big, gaudy die cuts. I love Vicki Boutin. I will never not stop buying her stuff because I absolutely love her stuff. But these ephemera packs, man, they're just big. So it takes up a lot of real estate, especially when you are using a cut file, because you want those smaller embellishments so that you can do what I'm trying to do. So I put that butterfly right by the tint, and you can still tell that it's an S, but I wish that the butterfly was a little bit smaller because you could see more of the S. That's just me. I had to cut down one of the other flowers so that I could put it in the O and kind of get the color tones to work there. And then I was going to use those sneakers, but they're so big. It makes the book bag look so tiny. So that is all I'm really doing, is just pulling off now my little 3 bits of pieces here and there. Make sure that you go check out Confessions of the Paper Addict Cut File Shop. This is a brand new cut file for the month of July. Go check out all of the goodness on our website. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel. I do upload for design teams, collaborations, all of the fun stuff. I am trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'm halfway to 4,000. I'm trying to get there. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, it is free, and I would love to have you part of my YouTube family. And then make sure that you go check out Confessions Facebook group to see all of the goodness that everybody is doing. I'm just rounding out my layout with my black dots, and then that is it. The still shots are coming up. Make sure that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.